came out of McDonough High School, where he scored 1,500 points and is 8th all-time in his high school. Here at Clarion, he was the PSAC West Freshman of the Year. He averaged 28 minutes a game, and he was just a leader of this team and someone everyone looked up to this season. He averaged 13 points a game. And this is number 4, Jamal Bailey, the 6'5" forward out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is his first year at Clarion. Prior, he played his college ball at Edinburgh before leaving there for a year to take care of his sick mother before transferring over to Clarion. This is Justin Grant, the sharpshooter, number 21, a guard, 6'5", 200 pounds, out of Washington, D.C. He's been here for 4 years, been a huge leader of this team. His career high 27 points came in January 2015 against Shippensburg. He didn't start more than 8 games in a season before this year, where he started 18 and averaged 8.6 points a game.
He's been shooting the ball pretty well, 45% this year, one of the best three-point shooters on Clarion's team. So
next up, Akeem Williams, number 33 out of Brooklyn, New York. He's a transfer from Manhattan Community College, where he was the all-time BMCC leader in blocks and rebounds. He carried a lot of weight for this team this season, the tallest and biggest player they had, and he carried the load for Marcus Williams and this whole team.
And they're going to need his effort tonight. The Vulcans have 3 players over 6'5", so Williams, being 6'7", has got to own the paint tonight if Clarion wants to win.
Williams averaged 5.1 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, and shot just under 50% all season.
There's 37 blocks on the year, so it's been a presence defensively in the paint for Clarion, so he's going to have a real big game tonight if they want to win.
It will be these 4 seniors' last game in Tippin Gymnasium. Again, number 0 from left to right, number 0, BJ Andrews. And number 4, Jamal Bailey. Number 21, Justin Grant. And finally, number 33, Akeem Williams. 4 players that gave their all for Marcus Williams and the whole community of Clarion. And 4 players that will be deeply missed. And I hope that they go on to do big and bad things. Good luck to those 4 superstars right there. Marcus Williams, head coach, on the right.
These 4 set the bar high for the program, so it's going to be interesting to see how well they play tonight and how the team rallies around them on senior night.
BJ Andrews giving one last wave to the crowd before he starts his last game in Tippin Gymnasium. BJ Andrews, one of my favorite players to watch over this time, and hope that offensive hold can be filled. Just under 5 minutes until games start. Until then, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back right before tip-off. are just about ready for tip-off here in Tippin Gymnasium. Welcome inside. Glad you guys could be here with us to watch it. I'm Jake Deemer alongside Tyler Kish, and we're going to take a break for the singing of the national anthem. Great rendition of our land's anthem by an a cappella group here on campus. And we are so close to tip-off, but just before, we have one last introduction for the season, and we'll send it down to public address announcer Nick Deemer for the starting lineups. Prior to tip-off, the starting lineup for the California Vulcans, who's come in 9-16, 6-13 in the PSAC. They are going to have the duo of Rashawn Brown and Cordell Smith up top. Down low will be Robel Tekel and Tony Richardson, and number 33, Luka Andjusic, in at the 3 guard position. And for Clarion, the classic front court duo of BJ Andrews and Cameron Grumley man the 1 and 2. Down low, it'll be Jamal Bailey and Akeem Williams, and then Justin Grant at the pivot position. Hello everybody, I'm Jake Deemer alongside Tyler Kish. We're inside Tippin Gymnasium getting ready for the last home game of the regular season for the Clarion Golden Eagles. As you know, they will not make the playoffs. Neither will Cal U. Tyler, what does Clarion have to do to win this game against Cal U?
I think Clarion needs to play well on the inside, especially when they're giving up height, so they have to take it right to them, be physical right from the tip, and the guards have to make their shots and get to the basket and finish at the rim.
Last time Cal U and Clarion met was in the Convocation Center in California, Pennsylvania. Cal U took that victory 84-78. Here's BJ Andrews putting one up, and that one's good to get the scoring off and running.
Andrews has a shot like C.J. Miles of the Indiana Pacers, likes to shoot a little bit behind his head, and when he's on from three-point range. But that was a two there.
That's in Jusic throwing up a three, but that was no good. And BJ Andrews could not keep it in bounds, so Cal U will retain possession.
And Andjusic likes to shoot the three for the Vulcans. He shot 11 times last time they met, and he only made 2 of them, so it will be interesting to see how well he can connect from the three-point area.
He's shooting 35% from beyond the arc this season. Good steal there by Cam Grumley, and now he's running in transition. Gives off to BJ Andrews for the three. Yes, sir! BJ Andrews has Clarion's opening 5 points. Cal U just hired their new head coach, Kent McBride. He was hired before the season, announced in early June. He led his prior alma mater, Concord University, to their first conference title since 1997 as a head coach. So he also coached there and played there.
First team foul was on Akeem Williams, and he can't get into foul trouble early because Cal has 3 guys over 6'5", so Clarion's going to be giving up a lot of size in the paint if Williams gets into early foul trouble.
Air ball by Robel Teckle. This is Akeem Williams drawing the foul, so he will go to the line.
And that's what Clarion has to do if they want to score on the inside. Williams has to play really physical tonight and take it right to the big men for the Vulcans.
You mentioned Akeem Williams getting in foul trouble. He has been in foul trouble plenty of times this season, and it has really hurt the Golden Eagles because once he is on the bench for good, they really don't have many options to go for the 4 and 5. They have Jamal Bailey as Akeem Williams makes his first. They have Kwame Morton Jr. He really hasn't stepped out of his shell. He's a redshirt freshman, son of Kwame Morton Sr., Clarion legend. And Akeem Williams makes his second, so he's 2 for 2.
Good start for the Golden Eagles, going up 7-0. They have to keep up this pressure on the Vulcans in an early man-to-man defense, it looks like, and they got to stick with their guy and not let the Vulcans throw up shots.
Ball swung around, pick and roll, good take there by Tony Richardson, slams it down.
Slammed that down with authority, made a statement, wanted.
That's Cal U's first 2 points of the game as they opened up their scoring for the night. Quite a good crowd here in Tippin Gymnasium as they're ready for the last home game of the season as Akeem Williams throws it away. Looking for Justin Grant as they'll talk it over and see what they can do to do it better next time.
Little miscommunication there, but they're laughing it off, so they should be ready for the next possession.
This is Rashawn Brown, 6'1", 175 guard out of Toronto, Ontario. Gives to Cordell Smith and now to Teckle. Teckle faked that he was going to pull up and gives off to Richardson.
Good steal there by Grant, gets it up to Grumley.
Here's Grumley, and he can't finish the layup.
He's got to finish those. Got to finish those. It's
other
one of
way in
shots.
Transition. Inside to Richardson, he's fouled. So Tony Richardson will take a trip to the line. 7-2 our opening score. Clarion leads it early. Tony Richardson at the line. He has the worst free throw percentage on his team. 45% as he makes that one. He has now made 51 out of 112 attempts on the season. Worst free throw percentage on the team. Second one's no good. coming off a big win at home Wednesday night against Slippery Rock. Jamani Pierce had the game-winning 3 from the corner.
B.J. Andrews set that up with a deep shot to give him that opportunity.
This is a two-pointer, long two-pointer from Jamani Pierce. That was no good.
These guards like to run the floor.
Step back 3, no good. From Cordell Smith, rebounded there by B.J. Andrews.
Andrews had to be physical on the boards there to get that rebound, and he did exactly what he had to do, and Clarion's looking to score on this next possession.
This is Cam Grumley. A year from now, he will be partaking in the senior night, a junior out of Johnsonburg. And we're going to get a foul here. They're going to call it on Cordell Smith of Cal U. That'll be his first, team second. And checking in for Cal U is Daniel Sapp.
And B.J. Andrews got right by Cordell Smith there. Smith's giving up a lot of height to the 6'4". Andrews Smith being only 5'10" himself, so Andrews should look to make the most of that matchup tonight.
This is Andrews on the wing, giving to Grumley. Grumley looks over to Marcus Williams for a play. Now they'll start running it. Here's Andrews for 3. Too short.
Good hustle play by Grumley to get that offensive rebound.
So a fresh 30 seconds here for the Golden Eagles.
Vulcans are in a 2-3 zone.
Keem Williams down low, too strong. 9-3, Clarion leads it.
The big man's got to be physical tonight. He's doing exactly what he has to early in this game.
Sapp no good. Rebounded by Jamani Pierce. Jamani Pierce leading the team in rebounds.
And Sapp absolutely torched the Golden Eagles last time they played. He was 7 of 11 from the field at 23 points. So the Golden Eagles have to come up with a game plan tonight to shut him down.
And we are going to take a timeout. Just under 5 minutes has passed here in Tippin Gymnasium. You're watching CUTV.
So far? No.
Mid-season, and likewise Clarion lost Bo Murray. Bo was a transfer from Delaware County Community College. He redshirted last year for the Clarion Golden Eagles, but this year departed to bigger and better things. As we're about ready to come out of this timeout, Clarion will have the ball. Monty Pierce down low to inbound. Pierce with the game winner Wednesday night. Here he is in the paint. Good move, can't finish. Daniel Sapp turns it over. This is Grumley up strong. Shot was blocked, and he was also fouled.
Went up strong right there. Grumley's been shooting magnificent from the foul line this year. He's only missed 2 of his 79 foul shots, and that's about 98%. So he should execute and finish these 2 free throws right here for the Golden Eagles.
Cam, one of the best free throw shooters in all of the PSAC. Took him 2 months to miss a free throw as he makes the first one. Took him about 2 months to miss his first free throw. Shot 7 of 7 from the line last game against Slippery Rock as he's 2 for 2 to start it off here. This is Sapp in the corner to Rashawn Brown.
Man-to-man defense looks to be frustrating the Vulcans early.
Baseline jumper, too short, gets his own rebound. That's Robo Tekel. Here's Rashawn Brown, and that one's good, the 15-footer. Manny Powell has checked in for the Clarion Golden Eagles. Started off this season as a starting point guard, eventually lost his job, but a player that Don Calipari gave high props to in the first exhibition game at Rupp Arena. We're going to get an armbar offensive foul on B.J. Andrews. A little bit of a slow start to start it off, just 11-5. Over 5 minutes has passed here in Tippin.
The Vulcans haven't used their size in the paint yet, settling for mid-range to outside shots. They haven't really been physical on the inside yet, so the Clarion defense doing a good job.
Cordell Smith from 3, no good. Rebounded there by Jamani Pierce. Pierce already has 2 rebounds. This shot's no good, so we'll go the other way again. Brown gives to Smith and finds his way back to Rashawn Brown. Cordell Smith guarded by Manny Powell. 10 left on the shot clock, and Jusic throws one up. Offensive rebound, put back up, and it's good. So second chance points for Cal U.
And they only had 13 of them the last meeting, and that was a good offensive rebound right there. And
this is Cam Grumley. Can't drive in, dishes it out to Justin Grant, too strong, rebounded there by Cam Grumley.
Great hustle play by Grumley to get the ball back.
Last time CUTV was here in Tippin Gymnasium when Gannon came into town, Clarion got destroyed on the glass. They were out rebounded by 30. In and out for Andrews.
And these guards like to run the floor, so Clarion's got to get back in transition if they want to hold Cal to offensive possessions outside the paint area.
Robo Tekel for 3, and that's Cal U's first 3-point field goal of the game.
Shooting 35% Tekel is on the year from 3, so it's about average. So
this is Powell. Gives it back to Jamani Pierce. Straight on 3 is good. Jamani Pierce knocks it down. This is Rashawn Brown working on Cam Grumley.
Clarion's playing a really tight man defense right here, making the Vulcans work for every point they get.
Another 3 by Tekel.
He's starting to heat up.
And he's got 6 points on tonight's contest. Here's Andrews inside, working strong.
And he's going to take advantage of that matchup tonight, as he's got the height advantage on the smaller guard there in Cordell Smith. So.
And Jusic from the wing. That one's good. So we got a shootout here early in Tippin.
And Jusic's one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the PSAC. Loves to shoot the 3-ball, and he's pretty good at it.
Here's Powell. He's going to pull up. Long 2. Bounces around for a little bit. No good.
Big physical rebound by Daniel Satt.
Here's Jusic. Should have got a foul. Nothing called.
Grant
shot is missed. Grant comes up with the rebound. And Clarion will set something up here, tie game, 16 apiece. We got a foul. We're going to call it on Rashawn Brown. And with that, we will take a timeout. 16-16. California and Clarion are tied. We'll be right back.
Just give it to BJ in the paint. Every time he gets it, Smith at the base shadows. Go to work.
Last time Clarion met Cal U in the Convocation Center in California, Pennsylvania, Cal matched their overall win record from a year ago, which was 7. So they recorded their 7th win. Last year they totaled 7 wins altogether, so quite an improvement under head coach Ken McBride. This one's missed. Rebound by Andjusic.
They got a really young team, the Vulcans do. They have no seniors on the team, so they're going to be a pretty decent team in the conference next year, a bunch of seniors, so they'll know how to win. They'll have the experience to play well next year in the conference.
A young team, something that Clarion isn't. Only one freshman on Clarion's roster, and that's redshirt freshman Kwame Morton.
And he's the tallest player on the court tonight, and he needs to use his size and get to the basket more. He likes to shoot the jump shot, but when you're 6'9", you need to get to the basket and you got to score.
Tony Richardson at the line. He's shooting 45% on the year.
He's been to the line the most out of anyone on this Vulcans team, but he hasn't been executing at the line, so he's leaving points that are not going on the scoreboard.
He misses this one. Meanwhile, there's a foul. They're going to get Daniel Sapp on this one. Daniel Sapp is Cal U's 6th man, their go-to bench player.
He had a big performance the last time they met, 23 points, and he was decent from inside the paint, made both of his 3-point attempts. So Sapp's going to be a handful off the bench tonight.
A good pass by B.J. Andrews was hard to handle and deflected out of bounds. Clarion will retain possession. Grumley will inbound from under his own basket. And now he'll set up a play. One more in the corner. No good. Off Clarion, so we'll go the other way. Cordell Smith brings it up. 5'10" junior out of Cleveland, Ohio. Had a total of 2 starts.
A good back cut
last year. And a good back cut there by Luka Andjusic to take the lead. 19-16, Cal leads it. This is Pierce. Gives to Grant and now to Grumley. And back around where Pierce will take a 3. Too strong. Rebounded there by B.J. Andrews. And can't put it back up. So we're going to go the other way. That's twice now that Clarion has missed an open layup. They need to capitalize on those points. 2 even teams.
And especially with the height difference they're giving up, they're not the biggest team on the floor, so when you get those chances to make those open layups, you got to capitalize.
Cordell Smith, a 15-footer. And Cal now has a lead of 5.
They should set something up in the post here for Williams. Let him go to work. He's been shooting the ball pretty well from inside this year.
Grant, step back. Not enough on it. Rebounded by Tony Richardson. Halfway through the first half, this is Cordell Smith from 3. No good off the mark. Rebounded by Cal U's Tony Richardson, put back up. So more second chance points for the Vulcans.
And Clarion had 4 guys in the paint there compared to the Vulcans 1, and Clarion couldn't box out in that situation, which is very unfortunate for them when they give up the size difference. When you have 4 guys in there boxing out the biggest player on the court, you should be able to get that rebound.
7-point lead for Cal. We'll be right back. right back. I'm Jake Deemer alongside Tyler Kish. Cal U leads it 23-16. Cal comes into this contest 9-16 overall. So we'll get a blocking foul. Clarion's record stands at 7-18. Of course, they suffered that horrible losing streak in the middle of the year where they lost 13 straight. The longest such losing streak since the 1970 season, where they lost 14 straight. That was 1970. To give you a little relevance of how long that was, as Pierce makes his first three, that was the second year of Tippin. Tippin held its inaugural game in 1968. 2 years later, they lost 14 straight.
And that just shows how the season's been going for Clarion. A lot of more downs and ups, but a win tonight would mean everything on senior night for those four seniors. In their last home game, if they can get a win, it'll make them feel good about how this season went.
After the loss again, I had the chance to talk to head coach Marcus Williams.
Got a box out on defense.
And he was pretty upset of how the way things have gone this season. And I reassured him that, hey, it all comes around. And he said to me, you know, the competitor that I am, I wanted to come around yesterday. So he wants to win, and he knows that everyone in Clarion is pulling for him, and this Clarion team, as B.J. Andrews tries to get back into this ball game for the Clarion Golden Eagles.
Not a lot of time.
Pump fake Grant, and he'll be fouled on the arm.
And I think Grant kind of threw up that shot there with only 5 left on the shot clock, and he was lucky to get fouled there because that wasn't the most ideal shot for that possession.
So we'll take immediate timeout. Cal leads by 8. We'll be right back. The Clarion's men's team will be signing autographs after the game, so if you're in the area, come on down to Tippin Gymnasium and get your autographs from your favorite players, from Andrews to Grant. They'll all be out there signing autographs.
Last time on the home floor, so if you haven't gotten it yet, you should come out and get it.
This is Grant from the line. He makes his first. So Grant is on the board. B.J. Andrews leads the Golden Eagles with 7 points. That one bounces around a little bit and falls out. So 1 of 2 for Grant. Jay Tucker's checked in for Cal U, along with Nick Miller. This is Smith. Gives over to Nick Miller, recently checked in, tries to feed a bounce pass. And that one was stolen by Manny Powell, but he dribbled it out of bounds, so stay on this end.
It was great defense by the Golden Eagles there, cutting off all the passing lanes to the inside, which is what they have to do when they give up the height advantage. It was unfortunate Powell stepped out of bounds right there.
In the corner, Miller gives out to Smith. That one's good. Cordell Smith knocks one down. And in transition, this is Grant going up, and he gets 2 right back.
The Vulcans didn't get back on D, and Grant had an easy bucket right there. He noticed that they were getting lazy on transition, went right into the paint, and put the ball up.
In the corner, and Jusik, he knocks that one down. What a shooter he is, shooting 35% from beyond the arc. This is Grant, no good, and Jusik comes up with the rebound. Nick Miller back to Jusik. And Jusik from Serbia, played in the professional league over in Serbia for Hemo Farman. And he played in the Basketball League of Serbia, which is a professional league. Produced many NBA players, and one recent player to play in that league is Nikola Jokic, plays for the Denver Nuggets, one of the up-and-coming stars in the NBA.
And he's having a pretty good year.
Just played in the Rising Stars Challenge last night. We got the three-point contest, skills competition, whatnot tonight, and then the All-Star game tomorrow. But right now, Cal leads by 11.
Coach McBride will let Jusik shoot the 3 because in the last meeting he had over 11 attempts, so they live and die by the 3 with him.
Pierce puts it on the ground once and lays it in.
Andrew's playing tight defense right now. Best defensive player on the floor for Clarion.
Cal U shoots 33% from 3 as a team. This is a 3 by Rashawn Brown, no good. Headman the other way by B.J. Andrews. Tries to go inside to Akeem Williams and picked off there by Jay Tucker.
And that was the right decision by Clarion. They were looking to feed the big man. When Williams is on the floor, he's shooting 49% from the interior this year, so he's a pretty good post player, so they got to get him the ball more.
So we'll get a foul here on Manny Powell. Cam Grumley and Kwame Morton Jr. will check in. Kwame Morton Jr. been limited to minutes this season. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, the son of Kwame Morton Sr., the 2004 Clarion Hall of Fame inductee, who set 21 Clarion records, trying to follow his dad's footsteps. This one's a 3 by Daniel Sapp. Daniel Sapp's got 5 points.
There he is.
Williams baseline, looking for Grumley, and it was knocked out of bounds. Clarion will retain possession.
In that situation, Williams should have went to work. They knew he was looking to pass it, and that's the opportunity you take where you spin right and you get to the basket and lay it in.
Five on the shot clock, turned over by Clarion.
Clarion's trying to get post touches, but the Vulcans are all over it right now.
Nick Miller drives baseline, gives to Jay Tucker, and is swatted by Akeem Williams.
And he looked like Akeem Olajuwon right there. He swatted the ball all the way into the stands almost, so right behind the Clarion bench, so it was a good play inside by Williams.
And with that, we'll take immediate timeout. Cal U leads by 12. Clarion in the midst of a down year. Coming off a 14-16 season last year where they made the playoffs, their first PSAC playoff appearance since 2010. And this season, pretty disappointing for the Golden Eagles and Marcus Williams.
And the big reason why they're down right now is they're only shooting 33% from the floor compared to just under 50% or just over 50% for Cal U.
And Jusic airballs one. And this will be Grumley. Driving in is going to kick out to B.J. Andrews to set something up.
2-3 zone here for the Vulcans. Let's see how it works defensively.
There's Powell, drives in to try to break up that zone, but it can't do anything.
That 2-3 zone has been very effective right now.
They're going to call an interference on Tony Richardson. Excuse me, they're going to call it on Manny Powell. Powell and Richardson had some contact when Richardson was streaking to the basket, and they called interference on Powell. So they're saying that Powell grabbed Richardson's arm and impeded his process. So they'll send Richardson to the line, and he'll miss this one.
And he's not a very good foul shooter right now. It's 3 or 4 opportunities he's had from the line to make the easiest shot in the game, the foul shot, and he hasn't converted right now.
6'8", 240 pounds as he makes the second from Sterling, Virginia. He's never taken a 3 in his college career and set the single season record for rebounds and blocks in high school. This is Cordell Smith, point guard for Cal. Gives to Andjusic inside to Richardson. He let go of it.
He's looking for a dunk right there, just slipped out of his hands. Morton should be using his height. He should be getting in the paint right here.
Morton likes to shoot threes. Here's Andrews from the wing, no good. Offensive rebound by Akeem Williams.
Getting trapped in the corner. There's
corner 3, no good.
Good looks, but just not finishing.
Akeem Williams was being hounded down low and did not get an outlet. When that happens, you need to have some sort of outlet. You can't just leave your teammate hanging there. He'll either travel or turn it over. Lucky neither of that happened. They got a shot off. This is Smith and Jusic.
Clarion's giving up too much middle penetration right now. Not getting any help up top, and the Vulcans are getting to the basket real easily, and it's drawing a lot of contact in the paint and sending them to the line.
So they'll get Akeem Williams for the foul. It's Akeem's second. Both teams now in the bonus for the remaining 2:15. This first free throw is missed by Tucker. He's a 67% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 5.6 a game. Tucker makes the second. Up top, Morton, no good. Morton just has not been able to find his stroke all season. This is Smith. And they're going to catch Kwame Morton Jr. with a foul.
That was a good pass by Jay Tucker, Jr. out of Academy of Palumbo, right inside Philadelphia, right near Broad Street. So he's used to playing a lot of physical basketball contests in his high school days. So it prepared him well for the next level.
Smith makes his first free throw, a 73% shooter on the year from the strike. Third on the team in scoring out of Cleveland, Ohio. Can't make his second. Follow-up tip there by Jay Tucker.
Good tip by Tucker, good awareness. Clarion was caught napping after that second shot, and Tucker came right in, untouched basically, and tipped it right in.
Andrews, no good, wanted a foul.
Little contact there, he should have got the foul there. He's all over him.
And head coach Kent McBride will call a timeout here. So we'll be right back. You're watching CUTV. Here in Tippin Gymnasium for the last regular season home game of the year. Cal U leads 39-22. This is a team that Clarion should be able to run with. Cal U in 7th place in the Western Division.
Oh, good pass.
Inside, throws it down with authority, Tony Richardson.
It's a big-time dunk right there by Richardson. All power. No soft stuff for him. With 2 hands.
Brumley, 3, no good.
And Clarion just can't connect from the arc, behind the arc right now. They're getting their open shots, just they can't convert the 3-point shot, which is ultimately why they're down 19 here just before halftime.
They are 2 of 13 from behind the line. Behind the arc, that's for all those non-math majors out there, that's 15.4%. Not very good. Another missed 3 on the other end by Daniel Sapp. As we got a little foul here. Not sure who they're going to call it on. It looks as if it's going to be on Tony Richardson, sending B.J. Andrews to the line with both teams in the bonus.
Richardson wasn't happy about that foul call, as he's going to come off right now and have a seat. So
Robel Teckel back into the game for California. Andrews sinks his first. For Clarion out on the floor, it's R.J. Legand at point guard, Andrews at the 2, Grant at the pivot position, and Jamani Pierce and Kwame Morton down low. Andrews makes the second.
Pretty good free throw shooter Andrews is, just over 76% right now. He's made both of his attempts tonight.
Shot clock turned off. Cordell Smith will run down the clock to take us to halftime before he will try to get a shot off. Inside and Jusic.
Oh, beautiful back cut. Beautiful backdoor play and Jusic. That's pretty much summed up the first half for the Golden Eagles. That's twice that backup play is working. The Vulcans are going to go into the locker room with all the momentum.
Both teams head into the locker room. 43-24, Cal U leads it. Clarion looking to end the season strong. We'll be right back after halftime. You're watching CUTV. Welcome back to Tippin Gymnasium. Cal U leads it 43-24. I'm Jake Deemer alongside Tyler Kish. Tyler, what were some of the storylines of the first half?
Well, I think the main thing was Clarion only shot 27% from the field, went 7 of 26, only 2 of 13 from beyond the three-point range, and the Vulcans shot a very good 51.6%, and they were 6 of 15 beyond the arc. So I think what summed up the first half was Cal U made shots, Clarion didn't, which is why Cal U is up by 19. So
Clarion once led by 8 with 15:22 left in the first half. They now trail by 19.
And I think it fell apart when Grumley missed the easy layup, as they just couldn't make shots after that. It was an easy layup. It could have put them up by 10 early in the game. It was a momentum killer, and the Vulcans realized they had to capitalize on that, and it's been all Cal U ever since.
Ten seconds on the shot clock for Cal U. And we got a whistle. They're going to call an offensive foul on Tony Richardson. That'll be his third.
Richardson's shot 75% from the field early, so he's getting into a little bit of foul trouble. He's got to watch how he plays defense, and in that situation, offense. And I'd attack him right now. I'd give it to Williams, let him go to work, and see if he can draw another foul here on Richardson.
Clarion just unable to get any offensive flow going. Missed a lot of open shots and a lot of open layups. Only 24 points in the first half, and that has thinned out this crowd quite significantly. Here in the last home game of the season for the Golden Eagles. This is Pierce, long two, that's good. And they're on the board for the second half.
And Pierce struggled a little bit in the first half, but it's nice to see he's off to a good start here in the second half.
Both teams have turned it over 5 times.
Oh, big man.
This inside, Richardson couldn't get any friends on the roll around.
Put a nice spin move on B.J. Andrews down low. He had the mismatch as a post player going up against a guard.
Pierce in the post, no good. Rotel comes up with the rebound. Here's Andjusic for 3. That one's off the mark, and B.J. Andrews comes up with the board. Corner 3, no good, too strong. Few missed shots to start off the second half. Oh, what a block. Good block there by B.J. Andrews on Cordell Smith.
And Grant, who missed the 3 on the previous possession, has been shooting it really well this year, just under 45%. So it's unlike him to not be shooting the ball well. He's 0 for 3 now on all of his 3-point attempts.
Smith on the wing, drives, gives to Rotel, and that one's good. Robel Tekel has 8 points.
And they just beat the zone right there. Wide open in the paint. Tekel puts the ball right up, uncontested. It's not going to get any easier than that. So
Cal U coming out in the trap, staying in the 2-3 defense. Andrews from the wing beats the zone, but can't finish. Clarion missing a lot of shots. That's their 13th miss from beyond the arc. 8 of 29 from the field.
And they haven't been turning the ball over at all, so it's just the missed shots that are killing them. You can live with 5 turnovers in the first half. They haven't turned it over yet in the second half. They just got to start making shots. Good spin move.
Good move.
Big time spin move there by Pierce.
And Andjusic for 3, knocks it down.
And no one's on him. They're late getting over there, and Andjusic, how well he shoots a three-point shot. They should have a body on him at all times, but he's had a couple of open looks so far. He shot 5 three-pointers in the first half.
And Jusic second on the team in scoring with 11.1 points per game.
Ooh, no foul there.
Andrews can't get a foul. Follow-up try by Jamani Pierce is good.
Pierce has come out well to start the second half.
Sean Brown gives over to Cordell Smith. Robel Tekel tried to feed it inside to Jay Tucker, but he couldn't connect. Cal U will keep the possession with 19 on the shot clock.
Two-three zone here, Golden Eagles are running. But the Vulcans have been able to beat it pretty much of the night by either getting that corner three, and they just beat it again.
Corner three is good for Andjusic.
Clarion struggling in the 2-3 zone. I thought they played a pretty good man-to-man defense in the first half, but once they switched the zone, they haven't been able to match the speed of the Vulcans.
And Jusic has 16 points, 50% from beyond the arc, 4 of 8.
And that's his favorite spot on the court.
Pierce, too strong. Jamani Pierce now has 14 points, leading the team. The only player for Clarion in double digits. Down low, Tekel gets out of it.
And he's got 8 points this half, does Pierce, so.
Oh, Cordell Smith caught Clarion's defense sleeping and got in behind all of them. 53-32, Cal U leads it.
Grumley goes to work. Good take.
Grumley baseline, off the glass, easy.
Big, strong take. Blew right by his man. Good play by Grumley.
This is Smith working on R.J. Legan, recently checked in for Clarion.
Good steal.
Tackle turns it over, and Pierce heads in transition. Thinks about pulling up, drives in, and it's good. Jamani Pierce will climb back by himself if he has to. 23-point lead. 17-point lead, excuse me. This is Andjusic on the wing. Gives to Tekel, who gives to Brown. Brown picked up his dribble, finds Andjusic, one more to Tekel, takes a three and knocks it down. Robel Tekel, the 35% three-point shooter, knocks another one down.
And he's perfect on the night from three-point range. Clarion's got to feed the hot hand here in Jamani Pierce. He's got 10 points in the second half.
He's winded, but he's going to take a three. Can't knock it down. B.J. Andrews with the second chance rebound, and they got a fresh 30. But a travel by Cameron Grumley will send it the other way, and we'll take a timeout. Cal U leads at 56-36, 20-point lead. We'll be right back. Just under 14 minutes remain here in Tippin Gymnasium in the second half. Cal U has a 20-point lead. What do you think Clarion needs to do to get back into this game?
They just got to make shots. The last time these two met, Clarion had a total of 25 second chance points, and they only have 6 tonight. And the Vulcans had 13 second chance points in the last meeting, and they already have 12. So Clarion has to make shots, and when they get an offensive rebound after a miss, they got to put it back up.
Cam Grumley almost comes up with the rebound, but it squirted out of his hand, so Cal U is going to stay here.
And Clarion only has 13 defensive rebounds right now through the game, so.
10 on the shot clock. Here's Brown, step back. Gives to Sapp, no good. Grumley with the rebound in transition. Take it all the way.
Strong
no
take,
good.
A lot of contact there.
Coast to coast fail is for Grumley, but it will stay in the Clarion zone. RJ Legan will inbound under his own basket. RJ Legan out of Clarion, the hometown product. Played his ball at Clarion Limestone. This is Bailey baseline and gives out to Andrews to set up. Legan.
2-3 zone here for the Vulcans. Let's see if Clarion can beat it the way the Vulcans are beating Clarion's 2-3 zone.
Legan almost traveled, gets it back. Bailey in the corner, gives to Grant.
And the Golden Eagles just can't get a good shot off right now.
Legan from the corner, too strong. And Jusic headman in the other way for Cal U.
Clarion's back in man-to-man defense. It seems that's the best defense for him, and the Vulcans just turned it over. So I think Coach Williams will want to stay with the man-to-man defense right now. It's been giving the Vulcans problems, but Clarion has been switching from a 2-3 zone and a man-to-man throughout the game, and they just have been inconsistent on what they want to do on the defensive side of the ball.
Just over 12 minutes remaining
in
the second half. Here's Legan driving, spin move, wanted a foul, and along with the rest of the arena, nothing called. But we do have a foul, an off-ball foul. Sean Brown will take a seat for the Vulcans.
And it's been pretty surprising. The Vulcans have turned the ball over 7 times compared to Clarion 6, but Clarion hasn't done anything wrong on the offensive end with the ball. They just can't hit a shot. And Grumley almost forced a turnover. What a hustle play.
Great hustle by Grumley there to try to get the turnover. And we are going to take a timeout. Still a 20-point lead for Cal U. Clarion looks to get back in it as we return. There you see Marcus Williams giving his troops some advice. He is the 12th head coach in Clarion men's basketball history. Hired right after Ron Ryder's 5-20 season. Ron Reiter, the longtime coach for Clarion. Marcus Williams replaced him out of Penn State Beaver, where he coached for 9 years. And he, believe it or not, Marcus Williams is the 4th all-time leading scorer in LaRoche basketball history. Scored 1,300 points. Quite the ball player in his day.
Grumley's all over in Jusic, who just jacked up a deep three to try to beat the clock.
Jusic fired one from the parking lot, and he missed the rim, so that will be a 30-second shot clock violation.
He's displayed his range tonight with some nice three-point shots, but that one was just a little too far. Couldn't hit it.
He is shooting 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. This is Powell working on Smith. Gives inside to Bailey, back to Powell, who will shoot a 3 off the mark. And Cal-U turns it over right away. That's Cal-U's 8th turnover. Clarion capitalizing 11 points off those turnovers. And this is Powell once again.
And Clarion has more bench points than the Vulcans on the night, which is probably why you see only one senior on the floor, and Grant out of the 4 started tonight's game.
Ball tossed around there. Cal-U comes up with it, and Jusic on the wing. Yes!
Automatic.
The assist by Cordell Smith.
5 of 10 from beyond the arc tonight. He's got 19 points now. And Jusic having himself a heck of a game. And he just stripped the ball from...
Pierce turns it over. Clarion has not scored quite some time, and this is Daniel Sapp knocking down a 3, and Marcus Williams will call a timeout.
And Sapp's now 3 of 5 from behind the arc, so the Vulcans are now 11 of 23 shooting the 3 ball, which is just under 50%.
Clarion with just 12 points in this half, halfway through it. We'll be right back. Cal-U on a 9-4 run as we come out of the timeout.
They've basically been in control ever since they took the lead when the score was 16-16. They haven't looked back and haven't lost the lead.
Pierce leads the Golden Eagles with 16 points. This is Pierce on the wing. Long 2, too strong.
Williams tried to
batted out by Williams, and comes up with it is Andrews.
Good heads-up play by Williams to tip it out, and good by Andrews to go get it.
Manny Powell tries to touch one off the glass, but can't do so. And Cal-U will come down with it. Corner Brown. This is Teckel for 3, and that's his first 3-point miss of the night. Down the other way, Pierce. Over halfway through the second half.
Jamani Pierce has been the sole offensive producer for Clarion in the second half. Mostly all their points have come from him, and he's playing well on the last home game of the season.
Teckel misses once again. Williams out to Pierce. Pierce is going to drive, looking for a foul, and he's going to get one.
And Williams has only shot the ball one time tonight, and he made it, and came in the post. It was a good layup, so he hasn't been able to do much at all tonight when it comes to moving his man out of the way and playing big, strong basketball in the paint.
The foul will be on the floor. So Manny Powell inbound, gives it to Pierce, and a quick bucket there for the Golden Eagles.
Good take, put the ball on the floor hard, came up with 2 guys on him and beat the double team with a nice layup.
Cal U's lead at 22. Here's Smith. What a move there by Cordell Smith, evading Akeem Williams.
Another back cut there. They beat the zone.
And Manny Powell turns it over quickly. Here's Smith. No good for 3. Grant with the rebound. Clarion looking to get a good possession here. Wasted away a couple possessions. Here's Pierce, and they waste away another possession. Andrews comes up with a rebound and saves 2 points for Clarion.
And Andrews has fought hard on the offensive glass all night, whether he's gotten some and he hasn't gotten some, but he's fighting hard on the offensive glass, trying to give it his all his last time here at Tippett Gymnasium.
Tackle no good for 3. He's missed his last 3 and gets the signal from his head coach to stop shooting.
And Williams got the rebound there, but that's just his second on the night. And with his size being 6'7", and he's only averaging 5 rebounds on the year, so.
A hard foul there by Luka Andjusic will send us into a timeout. Lead is still at 22 for Cal U. We'll be right back. Back here in Tippett Gymnasium, Cal U leads it 64-42. Jamani Pierce will inbound from under his own basket. Bailey tried driving baseline, then turned it over to Cordell Smith. And now it's turned over again. Pierce comes up with it in transition. Pierce.
Oh, good move. Good take.
Good move. And we're going to have an injured player on the ground. That's Tony Richardson.
Jamani Pierce now has 22 points in the game, and that's 16 and a half, so he's definitely playing hard in the last home game of the season.
Richardson favoring that wrist. He will stay in the game. Favoring the left wrist. Here he is with the ball. Gives it to Tekel. Over to Sapp. Sapp's 3 is no good. And rebounded there by Manny Powell. Powell working on Brown. Tries to find Bailey, and it's off a foot.
Richardson has played tremendous defense inside tonight. Hasn't let many shots from the paint go up, and he's been shutting every passing lane down. He's been playing good defense, getting a hand, closing out on shots. So Richardson's been playing really good defense.
Andrews' 3 off the mark and hit the shot clock, so that will be out of bounds. Clarion's going to come out in a full court press. Cordell Smith beats it easily. Cal U just looking to waste time with every possession to ensure this victory. They're up by 20 as it stands. This is Brown. Gives to Teckle. And Teckle is 0 for 4 in this half from beyond the arc.
Andrews just grabbed his 9th rebound on the night. Needs one more for a double-double.
Grant for 3. No good. And Clarion's shooting woes continue. Just 2 for 20 from three-point land. B.J. Andrews and Jamani Pierce with the only made threes for Clarion.
A good pass.
Good pass there by Brown. Teckle finds himself in a 3 shooting from the corner. That one's no good. Powell, good pass there. And Andrews will draw the foul.
BJ struggled from the field this game. He was 4 of 13 right now. And he was ironically, he was 4 of 13 in the last meeting when they played.
1 of 7 from three-point land. Needs another rebound for a double-double with 11 points and 9 boards. Still a 20-point lead for Cal U. And Jusic thinks about it and traveled.
Clarion was in a 1-3-1 that time. It's the first time they really ran that defense tonight, and it worked in their favor as the Vulcans turned the ball over.
We haven't been able to see him yet, but Eric Green, a bench player for Cal U, is out of Lower Marion. Do you know who else played at Lower Marion?
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant led them to a state championship before ultimately being drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, and then they committed the worst trade in NBA history. And this is Richardson laying it up and in. A little push there by Justin Grant goes unnoticed. Watch for Grant and Brown on the other end. They exchange some words. Here's Andrews looking for an and one, can't finish. Clarion just cannot buy a bucket. It seems every time they get a good chance, it's just either in or out or just off the mark just slightly. But a miss is a miss. And B.J. Andrews will go to the line. 5 minutes left in the game.
Clarion shooting 80% from the line tonight, so made pretty much most of their foul shots, so there's another one.
Makes his first. Quite an insurmountable lead here by Cal U as Jay Tucker checks back into the game. The transfer from Bloomsburg. Andrew misses his second. Here's Brown, taking it all the way, just treating this defense like a middle school defense.
Blew right by Morton Jr. there.
And you can see Marcus Williams, he is just speechless on the bench. He just hates seeing this out of his team. And he's going to have a lot of work to do in this offseason. Here's Bailey.
Good.
And Bailey is going to be fouled, so he will go to the line. And with the offseason coming up, Clarion still has a few games. They'll travel to IUP, and that will most likely be a very, very, very tough ball game. IUP, the #1 team in the PSAC, and then they'll head to Edinburgh to wrap up the season. But going into the offseason, personally, I would like to see Clarion recruit a lot more players out of high school and develop them like they have with Cam Grumley and B.J. Andrews. They had 7 transfers this season, and that proved to just hurt them. I think that coming into this season, I thought they had a lot of leadership, but those leaders just flat out weren't getting it done.
And I think Clarion's going to have to recruit some post position players, a true center to replace Williams, They haven't been able to score much from that position all year. When Williams is on the floor, he's the only one. So Clarion's going to need someone to step up next year and score in the post. That's just a mismatch right there.
Richardson down low, stolen by R.J. Legand. Grumley going the other way. Good pass to Andrews, and he'll finish that one. B.J. Andrews has 14 points. Clarion in a full court trap. Cordell Smith almost got out of it. Meanwhile, we will take a timeout. 3:46 remains. 68-47, Cal U leads it.
Have you heard anything about the recruiting class? They definitely need a post player, right?
Before the season, Clarion was taken as the 8th team in the PSAC in the coaches preseason poll. Also in that coaches preseason poll, B.J. Andrews was named PSAC preseason player of the year as Cordell Smith gets one to go.
Defense lost him, and he blew by Legand there trying to get back in coverage. One positive Clarion can take for moving into next game is they haven't given up any fast break points, which shows they're still playing hard despite the large deficit. They're not playing lazy in transition, they're getting back, so they're shutting down the fast break, but for the next game they got to make shots. They're only shooting 34% tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back next game against IUP.
Fast break points are 10-0 Clarion. Clarion's going to stay in the full court trap. Going to squeeze out any points that they can. Smith. Trapped by Powell and Pierce.
And that's one of the problems with the full court trap. Someone's going to be open.
3 minutes to go in the second half. Smith for three, too short. Bailey with the rebound, and he's going to headman it. Tries to go coast to coast and feed it to Jamani Pierce. Jamani Pierce couldn't get his hands on it. So it will go to Cal U.
And Pierce has been Clarion's best player by far tonight. 22 points, 16 coming in the second half, 10 of 18 shooting. So Jamani Pierce is going to look forward to next year.
A little bit of moisture on the floor, so they're going to wait for someone to come clean it up. And they'll send out an athletic trainer to do that. Might be some blood. And now we're ready for some more basketball. And Cal U gets out of the trap. And now they'll most likely try to just run the shot clock down, taking them near way to the 2-minute mark.
Good take.
Good take there by Daniel Sapp.
Flew right by his man, had a clear path to the basket, laid it in.
Pierce straight on three, too strong. But you could just tell all night Clarion has just not been comfortable shooting the ball. Jay Tucker gets out of a near trap.
Now the Vulcans are just going to look to move the ball, get the best shot they can on the shot clock, but they're just going to look to move the ball to kill the clock.
And we are under the 2-minute mark. Smith, step back three, in and out.
And B.J. Andrews has his double-double with that rebound, 14 points, 10 rebounds now for him on the night.
This one's a three. Manny Powell is on the board. So Cal U will send in their reserves. And B.J. Andrews will check out for the last time in Tippin Gymnasium. What a career he has had here. Some very memorable moments he has given us. Personally, one of my favorite players to watch. And it's sad to see an era come to an end. But hopefully a bright future for this Clarion Golden Eagle team. A minute 27 remains. In for Cal is Jordan Gessner, Eric Green, Jacob Thibodeau, Nick Miller, and Rashawn Brown stays in the ballgame as Kwame Morton gets 2 points, and we're under a minute.
Two kids for Cal U on the floor are from District 1, being Gessner from only one from District 1 as Eric Green's on the floor from Kobe Bryant's alma mater.
Gessner misses a three, and that's Kwame Morton for a quick 4 points. Just about 9 seconds separate shot clock and game clock as Eric Green puts up a point. Now just over a second remains, and Jamal Bailey throws it down with authority.
Those are his first points of the night. Tough night for him on senior night, but he ends it with a dunk.
Shot clock turned off. A disappointing senior night for Clarion. Cal U will go to 10-16, 7-13 in the PSAC. Clarion will decline to 7-19, 4-16 in the PSAC play. 74-56 is our final score. Our player of the game, Daniel Sapp, coming off the bench, really gave the Cal U Vulcans the spark that they needed. Shot 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 13 points. And an era in Tippin Gym has come to an end for 4 seniors. Jamal Bailey, B.J. Andrews, Justin Grant, and Nakeem Williams wrap up their career here at Tippin Gymnasium. And alongside Tyler Kish, I'm Jake Deemer. For all of us here at Eagle Media, we thank you for tuning in. Clarion will travel to IUP on February 22nd to take on the Crimson Hawks. For everyone here, so long and good night.